Assalamu alaikum and welcome to lecture 2 for AutoCAD. In this lecture I will tell you about some of the new commands in AutoCAD and we will use them in our drawings. So first let me tell you about the fillet and chamfer command. In the figure 1 you can see these round corners. These round corners are called fillet, and in figure 2 you can see these inclined corners. These inclined corners are called chamfer. So first let me tell you how to use fillet and chamfer command. For example, you have a rectangle here and you have another rectangle and we want to apply fillet and chamfer in our rectangle. First let me show you how to apply fillet. So fillet and chamfer are available in the modify toolbar. In the modify toolbar you can see here fillet and chamfer. So I am using fillet now. After selecting the fillet, you have to set the radius first. So select the fillet command, right click, select radius, give the radius for fillet, any radius. I am giving 10 now, enter, select first object, select second object. Again, let me show you another way. Select the fillet command. Once you select the fillet command, the options are available here as well. So you just simply select the radius from here, or you can see the first letters are highlighted as blue, which means that these letters can act as shortcuts. So if you select radius from here, or just simply press R, enter, and give the radius now 10, enter. Select first line, select second, fillet, select radius, give the radius 10, enter, select first object, select second object. You can press enter or space to repeat the previous command with same specifications. Press enter. This time you don't have to give the radius again. Okay, you can repeat multiple times. Now I will show you how to use chamfer command. The chamfer command is available here in the modify toolbar, just down to the fillet command. So select the chamfer command from here, right click. Now we have to set the distance for chamfer, horizontal and vertical distance. First horizontal, then vertical. So I am giving 10, enter, 10, enter. Again, D, enter for distance. This time I am using the shortcut, 10, enter, 10, enter. Press enter or space to repeat the previous command, same specifications, again space, and in this way you can apply chamfer. The distance for this chamfer is, if you want to check the distance, linear. See, because we give 10 by 10 distance, so the distance is 10 by 10, the horizontal and the vertical distance. If we want to check the radius for fillet, okay, the radius for fillet is 10. Now we will use fillet and chamfer in our drawing. So this is our first figure. Now let us start drawing this first figure. In the first figure, first we have to decide from where we have to start. We can start from these two circles, or we can start from here. So let us start from here, it will be more easier. We will draw this rectangle first. The dimensions for this rectangle is 30 by 60. So I will draw this rectangle first. I am using the shortcut REC, enter, press anywhere, give the dimensions, first horizontal, then vertical, 30, 60. Now this rectangle is drawn. After that we have another rectangle which is of 20 mm, which means we have 5 mm offset here, 5 mm here. So I can simply use offset command. The shortcut for offset is O, enter. Give the distance for offset 5, enter. Select object, click on the inner side since the offset is on the inner side. So this whole rectangle has been offset. Now I have to draw these lines. How I can draw these lines? Simply just take the line command, L, enter. Make a line from this midpoint to this midpoint. Enter again to repeat the command from this midpoint to this midpoint. Press escape to exit the command. Now the thickness for these lines is 4 mm, which means I have to give 2 mm offset on both sides. O, enter, 2, enter, select object, click on the right hand side, select object again, click on the left hand side. Same for this thing, select line, click on the top, select line again, click on the bottom. Now I can simply delete these lines. These were my reference lines, so I am deleting these lines. Now I have to make these corners. These corners now. Simply take the line command, L, enter. Click here, click on this midpoint, and from this midpoint to here. From here to this midpoint, and from this midpoint to here. Same for this part and same for this part. Now I can simply remove these extra portions by using trim command. So shortcut for trim is TR, double enter. Delete this thing, delete this line, delete this line, delete, delete. I'm using the trim command TR, double enter. So this portion is drawn now. Now we can draw these circles, these two circles. These two circles have diameter of 10 and 20, and the distance for these two circles is 50 mm from this rectangle. So how I can draw these circles? Take the center diameter circle from here, draw menu, and now I will use tracking. I told you in the previous lecture how to use tracking. Simply bring your cursor here, but don't click. Now type 50, enter. Now the circle is there, center diameter circle, 20, enter. We have another circle which has diameter of 10. Select center radius circle again, and now press 10. Now we have a line here which is of 20 mm. Take the line command, 20, enter. Now this line is going down here till this quadrant point. I can use the tracking again. I bring my cursor here and click here now, and now click to this quadrant point. Now I have to make my corners round. These round corners I have to make by using fillet command. So I will select fillet command from here, set the distance for fillet, select the radius for fillet. My radius is 10, enter. Select first object, select second object, space to repeat the command. Okay, so the radius for this fillet is 10. This 10 is mentioned here. Now I have to repeat this thing here at the bottom. Now what I can do, I can simply use mirror command. So select these lines, select mirror. Now we have to give center line for mirror. Because we have to mirror it from top to bottom, the center line will be the horizontal line, like this. It is asking erase source objects. No, we don't want to erase this thing here. Now we have to repeat the same thing here, so we can use mirror command again. Select this object, take the mirror command, MI, shortcut for mirror. From here, the center line will be the vertical line now. No. So this first object is completed now. Now we have to draw the center line. I told you how to draw the center line. Take the line command, enter to repeat. So these lines are continuous lines at the moment. Select the lines. So we don't have the center line pattern here. Select other, load, go down, search for center line. This center line is here. Okay, and we have to change the scale here. If you remember, 0.2, 0.2. Okay. Center line. If your scale is not okay, 0.2, you can give any other scale. It's not necessary that you give 0.2. You can increase or decrease the scale according to your drawing. So I am giving 0.2 because 0.2 is looking okay for my drawing. So just select these lines, and I can change the color as well from here. Previously we used green color, so let us use green again. So this figure is completed now. Only the dimensions are remaining. Dimensions you have to do by yourself. In the end of this lecture, I will show you once again how to set the dimensions. So let us move to this figure number 2. Here we have a key here, and we have chamfer here as well. So the total distance is 33 by 10. So first we have to draw a rectangle, REC. Horizontal dimension is 10 and vertical is 33. So 10, 33, enter. Now we have angular lines here. We have to draw angular lines. Either we can use the rotate command or we can draw the angular lines. So let us see how to draw the angular lines. Take the line command from here, go to this midpoint, click on the top. We don't have any distance, so just simply press tab and write the angle 60. So I just given the angle for this line 60. This line is drawn with 60-degree angle. Let me show you once again. Take the line command, L enter, press here at the midpoint, press tab now and give the angle 60. Okay, now I can mirror this thing, MI, enter. The center line for mirror is vertical line because I have to mirror from right to left. Now I can trim this extra portions, TR, double enter. Now I have this thing here, this rectangle here, which is 3 by 1.6 by 3 mm. So I'm taking the line L, enter. The depth for this rectangle is 3. So I have drawn 3 mm line here. The thickness is 1.6, which means I have to give 1.6 divided by 2, 0.8, 0.8, O, enter, 0.8, 0.8 offset on both sides. Now I can delete this reference line and I can join these two lines, and I can simply trim this extra portion here which is not in the drawing. So this is drawn now. Now we have to make our edges incline. For this we have to use chamfer command. Take chamfer from here, right click, give the distance. Let us take 1 by 1. Select first line, select second line. So the edges are inclined now. Add 1 mm by 1 mm distance. We have a line here now. It is not coming here. We have another line here. First let us join these two things with the line. And we have to give offset for here. Since it is joined now, first we have to break these lines because we have drawn this by using rectangle. So we have to explode it first. Select this line, give explode. Select this line again. Shortcut for explode is X, enter. So this is broken now. Now we will draw these lines, these two lines by using offset command. O, enter, 1, enter. Okay. Now this figure is completed now. Now let us move on this figure. In this figure we will learn the hash command, and also I will show you how to rotate. So first let me show you how to use rotate command. For example, we have a line here and we want to rotate this line. So simply in the modifier toolbar, the rotate command is available here. Select the rotate command. After selecting the rotate command, select the object. Now it is asking you to specify the base point. The base point is the point which remains fixed when you rotate the object. For example, if I give the base point this midpoint, so this midpoint will remain fixed. And for example, I have to rotate it by 60 degree, enter. You see it rotated anti-clockwise. If you have to rotate anti-clockwise, you will give plus 60 degree. If you have to rotate clockwise, you have to give minus 60 degree. Select this object again, rotate command, specify base point. This is my base point and I want to rotate clockwise this time. So for clockwise you have to give minus 60. So this object is rotated clockwise. Another thing you can do, you can make copy at the same time. So select this object again, give the rotate command, specify base point. Now click copy here in the command line, copy, and now give the angle minus 60, enter. You can see that this line is rotated and copied as well. It has made the copy and rotate as well, and it rotated up about this center point. This remains fixed. If we want to rotate from the bottom, if we want to make this point fix, what we can do, select this thing, rotate command, the base point here, and -60. Okay, once again select this one. The shortcut for rotate is RO, enter, base point, copy, -60. See, this line is rotated and copied. So let us move to this figure now. In this figure, we have the height for this arrow is 40 plus 15. So we will draw a line with 40 mm. 40. The thickness for this line is 5 mm. So select this line, O, enter. 5 means 2.5 on both sides. So in the bottom we have circle of 10 dia and 7.5 radius. So I'm selecting the center diameter, 10 dia, and another circle with radius of 7.5. 7.5. Now I can delete this reference line and I can trim these extra portions. TR double enter. Now I have to draw this top portion. The height is 15 mm and the width is 10 mm. So I will draw the line first here. After that I can stretch this line . 5. Five plus 5, 10. So 2.5 on both sides. So select this line, stretch 2.5 here and 2.5 here. Okay, it's looking okay now. So the height is 15. Simply take the line, 15, enter, and join from here to here, here to here. Simply delete this line here. Now I will show you how to apply the hash command. In the draw toolbar, you have hash command here. Right at the bottom corner, hash command is here in the draw toolbar. Take the hash command, select the hash pattern. We have solid pattern here, and we can change the color, we can change the angle from here. Now we want to change the color. We can change the color from here. By layer, change the color, give any color. In our drawing the color is like this, I think. Okay, this is done now. We have a center line here as well. MA match property. Now I have to rotate it at 45 degrees. RO, specify base point. This is my base point. Copy 45, minus 45 for clockwise rotation. Make another copy. Okay. Now we have to make multiple copies. For this we can use array command. I told you about the array command, so let us use it once again. So let me first copy this thing. CO, enter. Let us show the angle for this thing. Take the line command. Give the angle now in the annotation toolbar. Angular. We can give angle like this. Now we have to make multiple copies in polar direction. Okay, how many copies we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 copies we have to make. So I just simply select, give the array command. You can select the array command from here in the modifier toolbar, or the shortcut AR. Enter polar array. After that you have to give the center point. This will be my center point, and the number of items are 8. So these figures are drawn now. Let us move to this final figure, these final 2 figures. Let us draw this object first. In this object you can see we have circles here, and this line which is tangent to these 2 circles. Whenever you see a smooth line, smooth curve like this, it means that you have a tangent. So let us start drawing these circles, 10, 20 and 30 dia. Take the center diameter circle, 10, 20, center diameter circle we are taking 10, 20 and 30. After that we have another circle of radius 20. So center radius circle, 20 radius this time, and we have another circle here, and we have a circle here. These 2 circles are 60 mm apart, which means that 30 mm from this center on both sides. So I can use the tracking again. The radius for these 2 circles is 10 the outer one, and the 10 dia, 10 radius and 10 dia. So this time I'm using the shortcut C, enter. I'm using the tracking. 30 radius, now the 30 dia. 10 radius and now the 10 dia. So C, enter again, or just simply press enter, right click, give the diameter 10. See now. Let us check the circles, the diameter is correct or not. The radius 10, the dia 10. And what about the distance? 40. This is not 40, this is 30. So I'm deleting this now. Center diameter circle, bring your cursor here, don't click, 30, enter, and 10, enter. So this is drawn now. Now we have a line here, this line which is tangent to these two circles. L, enter, write 10, TAN, enter, click here, write 10 again, TAN, enter, and pick the tangent point. Let me show you once again. L, enter, write 10, TAN, enter. Now pick the tangent point for this circle and write 10 again and pick the tangent point for this circle. So this is completed now. We can mirror this thing on the other side. MI, the center line for mirror will be the vertical. Say no. Now we have to delete these extra portions which are not in our geometry. So TR, double enter. So this is completed now. You can draw the center lines and the dimensions by yourself. So let us start drawing this upper portion now. In the upper portion we can start with this rectangle 80 by 10. So this is called central front view, which means that if we cut this figure from the center, it will be shown like this. The portion which is cutting will be shown by hash, and where we don't have any material, we have hole, it will be shown like this, empty. Let me repeat once again. This is called sectional front view. In the sectional front view, the material which is cutting will be shown by hash, and where we don't have any material, we have hole, it will be shown without hash. So let us start drawing this upper portion. The rectangle, this rectangle 80 by 10. So I have to draw this with this line. So I can use tracking, rectangle, bring the cursor here, don't click. Now click at some distance and give the dimensions. Horizontal 80, 10. So this rectangle is drawn now. Now here you can see this upper diameter is small and this lower diameter is bigger. This upper diameter is the diameter, here is the diameter of this circle, and this lower diameter is the diameter, here is the diameter of this circle. So we can track these two circles by using the ray command. The ray command is available in the draw toolbar. If you go there in the draw toolbar, this is the ray command. Just simply click here on the quadrant of this circle and click on the top. Press again space to repeat the command. What we are doing, we are making the projections from bottom to top. The ray command is used to draw the projections from bottom to top. So in this way we have drawn the projections. So now let us see what is the height. The height is 30, which means that we can offset this line 30. So this line is drawn by rectangle. So first we have to explode this by using explode command, X enter. So this is broken now. O enter for offset. The height is 30, enter. Select this line and click on the top. Now simply what we can do, we can join this line from here to here and from here to here. So this line is drawn now. Now we can simply delete these projection lines, delete and trim this extra portion, TR double enter. So this is done now. Now we have to identify these holes. These holes we can identify by using the hole command, the ray command again, sorry. So the shortcut for ray is RAY. From this hole to here, press space to repeat the command. And draw projection for these holes. So for all the three holes we have drawn the projections. Now we can simply trim and in the end we can delete these lines. Delete now. So here you can see these round portions also. The fillet for this is 5. The radius for fillet is 5 here. So I will use the fillet command, F enter, shortcut for fillet. Give the radius for fillet 5, enter. This corner, enter to repeat the command. This corner again. Now this is completed. Now the remaining is the hash portion. The hash command is available in the draw toolbar. Select the hash command from here. Select the pattern. Now we have different patterns here. For this object we have NC31. This NC31. We have this here. So this is the whole portion. We don't have to do. So these lines are there now, this hash lines, but these lines are, the distance of these lines is looking big, so we can increase or decrease the distance here, the scale. So I am decreasing the scale to 0.5. So you can see that these lines are closer now, and also we can change the angle from here. You can see the angle is changing. So the angle is 0, the default now, which is actually 45, and we can change the color from here. So we don't need to change the color is already there, and just press escape to exit the command. So this figure, the final figure, is also completed now. Only we have to make dotted lines and the dimensions. The dimensions, let me show you once again how to set the dimensions. So for that, first you have to set the dimensions. You have to do certain settings for the dimensions. For that, just press D for dimension style, D, enter, press modify. Here you have to change the text height. Change the text height to any suitable height according to your drawing. 4, I'm making 4 here. The arrow size also I'm making 4, and I can change the color from this line here, yellow, and this red color. Click OK, close. See, the text height and the arrow height, the text height and the arrow size is increased now. Also the colors are there. Okay, so this is the end for today's lecture. In this way you can draw all these figures, and also you can write the dimensions by yourselves. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.